Those stories and more, but first let us begin this Monday afternoon with a nationwide rail strike now in its 22nd day. Now, there have been a number of new developments over the past couple of hours that could bring an end to the conflict between the state-run railway operator KORAIL and the railway union. We have Arirang News' Kim Hyun-bin live on the phone with more. Now, Hyun-bin, what is the latest on that front?
The Railways Labor Union and the ruling and opposition parties have reached a provisional agreement on the formation of a committee under the Transport Ministry. The formation of the committee was one of the 5 changes the union asked for during the talks with KORAIL last Thursday. The committee will deal with issues related to improving the management of the nation's railways without privatizing railway services. Privatization is the main point of contention for the union, which says the government's plan to form a subsidiary to run a new bullet train line is actually aimed at privatizing rail services in the future, a charge the government has denied. The committee will have an equal number of members from each of the 2 main rival parties, but will be headed by someone from the ruling Century Party. The union has said that as long as the 2 parties agree to form the committee, they will call off the strike. The union is expected to release its formal stance this afternoon.
Now, Hyun-bin, we know that there are a few number of union members who are wanted by the local authorities, the local police and whatnot. What will happen to them?
Despite this new development, the police says there's no change with regard to their charges against the union members. This comes as the police issued arrest warrants for 6 more union members on Monday, bringing the total number wanted by the police to 31. 2 union members are currently in detention and 1 is being questioned after having been taken into police custody.
So, despite this latest development, the rail strike rumbles on. And now, how is KORAIL coping with the situation, especially with the busy New Year holiday and the Lunar New Year coming up?
KORAIL says tickets for the Lunar New Year holiday will go on sale as originally planned on January 7th. Regular passenger train services such as Semar and Mugunghwa are expected to drop to around 62% of normal levels starting Monday, while freight train services will be running at around 56% of regular levels. Meanwhile, the government and KORAIL have vowed to come up with ways to mitigate the impact of the strike on railway operations. KORAIL has hired 147 locomotive engineers out of 660 new employees it said it will hire to keep things running as smoothly as possible. As of Monday morning, around 2,470 people, or around 28% of union members, have returned to their posts, according to KORAIL. This comes after KORAIL issued an ultimatum to the railway union last Friday, demanding striking workers return to work. But the return rate for locomotive engineers was nearly 5%, the lowest rate out of all the positions.
All right, that was our Kim Hyun-bin reporting live on the 22nd day of the railway strike, and he will keep us updated all throughout the day.